Picture this. You decide not to think of a pink elephant. That's the only instruction. Don't think about it. And what happens? Almost instantly, the image of the pink elephant pops into your mind. The harder you try to push it away, the stronger it becomes. This little mental experiment shows something fascinating. The human mind resists control when we force it too much. The more we try to dominate it, the more it pushes back. The same thing happens with intrusive thoughts. The harder we fight to get rid of them, the more they insist on staying. It's like trying to grab smoke with your hands. The tighter you squeeze, the faster it slips away. This dynamic is not just a trick of the mind. It's a powerful metaphor for how we often deal with dissatisfaction and the pursuit of happiness in our lives. The balloon metaphor. Now, imagine a room filled with balloons. On each balloon, there's a word written: sadness, anger, boredom, anxiety, loneliness. Most of us would naturally think the solution is to get rid of those balloons, to pop them, to push them away, to clear the space. But here's the paradox. The more you try to remove them, the more they multiply. You push one away, and two more float back in. The room never truly empties. That's how our emotional struggles work. We believe the answer is to eliminate negative feelings. Yet, the more we fight against them, the stronger they become. Philosopher Alan Watts called this principle the backwards law. According to him, the harder we chase happiness, peace, or contentment, the further they slip from our grasp. Just like your own shadow, the more you run after it, the more it runs away. But when you stop chasing, it naturally follows you. The trap of external desires. Most of us think we know what we want. More money, the perfect relationship, success, recognition. We believe that once we get these things, happiness will naturally follow. But reality shows us something different. Every time we achieve a goal, the satisfaction fades faster than we expect. Think of someone who finally buys their dream home. At first, it feels incredible. Every detail is filled with excitement. But after a few months, the house becomes just the place they live. The shine wears off, and the cycle of wanting starts again. Alan Watts often posed a provocative question. Why is it that you don't really know what you want? He suggested two possible reasons. First, because in many cases, you already have what you desire, but you don't recognize it. Second, because you can never fully know yourself, and therefore your desires are always shifting and incomplete. This is why so many people chase symbols of happiness: money, power, beauty, status, instead of addressing the deeper needs beneath those symbols, like the longing to feel safe, loved, or truly seen. The illusion of happiness as a goal. We are often told that the ultimate purpose of life is to be happy. We're taught to work hard, achieve, acquire, and build relationships, all in the hope of reaching this final destination called happiness. But philosopher Arthur Schopenhauer offered a sobering perspective. Every intense pleasure is an error, an illusion. He argued that no fulfilled desire can ever bring lasting satisfaction. Think about buying something new, maybe the latest phone, a new car, or even a luxury vacation. At first, there's a rush of excitement, but quickly, the novelty wears off. The phone becomes just another device. The car becomes just transportation. The vacation becomes just a memory. This is why chasing happiness through external things is like drinking salt water to quench your thirst. It feels refreshing for a moment, but ultimately it makes you thirstier. The endless cycle of dissatisfaction. This creates a vicious cycle. We think, if I just get this one thing, I'll finally be happy. Then we achieve it, and soon realize it's not enough. So we start chasing something else. Imagine someone who believes happiness will come only when they become a millionaire. They work tirelessly, sacrificing health, time, and relationships to reach that goal. But even as they accumulate wealth, the feeling of lack doesn't disappear. The finish line keeps moving forward. Nietzsche once warned, "Whoever fights monsters should see to it that in the process he does not become a monster. And if you gaze long into the abyss also gazes into you." In other words, the things we obsessively pursue can end up shaping us in ways we never intended. The relentless chase can consume us until we become defined not by who we are, but by what we lack: the will to live. Schopenhauer went even deeper into this problem. He called it the will to live, a blind, irrational force that drives us to keep desiring, striving, and chasing. According to him, this will can never truly be satisfied. It's like being eternally hungry, but never finding a meal that fills you. Each time we believe we've found the answer, through possessions, achievements, or pleasures, we soon realize the hunger is back. For Schopenhauer, the path to peace doesn't lie in satisfying the will, but in learning how to quiet it. That doesn't mean abandoning life or giving up on ambition. It means refusing to be enslaved by every new craving that arises. The power of acceptance. And here's where the most transformative idea enters. Acceptance. Acceptance does not mean resignation. It does not mean giving up on your dreams. It means recognizing that life is imperfect, that struggles and flaws will always exist, and that fighting against them only multiplies suffering. The Taoist sage Lao Tzu once wrote, "Accept imperfection and you will feel perfect. Accept solitude and you will feel whole." When we stop demanding that life be flawless, we discover surprising peace. Take a simple example. A rainy day. You have planned a sunny picnic, but instead, the sky turns gray and heavy rain falls. If you resist, you spend the day angry and disappointed. But if you accept it, you may find beauty in the sound of the rain, the fresh smell of the earth, or the comfort of sitting indoors with a warm cup of tea. The rain doesn't change, but your relationship with it does. Letting go of control. Life is a lot like swimming in a river. If you fight the current, you exhaust yourself and risk drowning. But if you relax and learn to float, the river carries you forward effortlessly. When we loosen our grip on control, we create space for peace to appear. When we stop running from loneliness, we may discover it as a doorway to self-discovery. When we stop chasing happiness, it often arrives quietly on its own. The backwards law shows us that the more we let go, the closer we move to what we truly seek. Conclusion. At the heart of it all lies a paradox. The harder we chase happiness, the more it slips away. The more we try to escape discomfort, the more it clings to us. But when we allow life to be what it is, imperfect, unpredictable, uncontrollable, we open ourselves to a deeper kind of peace. Happiness may not be something to catch or possess. Instead, it may be something that blooms naturally when we stop chasing it. So perhaps the real secret to holding on to happiness is learning how to let it go. If you found these reflections meaningful, and if you'd like to explore more insights on philosophy, mindfulness, and the art of living with peace, make sure to subscribe to The Healing Vibe. Together, we'll continue uncovering the wisdom that helps us live lighter, freer, and more fully present.